When I was in training, everyone ridiculed me for my beliefs.
Yo, Doss, you better be praying that God gives you some backbone.
Yeah, pray at the war ends before you die.
I've had it with you and your religion. Even medics need to be able to shoot and kill if lives depend on it. Therefore, I'm having you discharged from military service for mental instability. Dismissed.
When I appeared before the brass, I argued that our country was fighting to protect our freedoms. If they expelled me, it would be because of my religious beliefs, which was thoroughly un-American. My first combat assignment was at Guam. I gained the respect of many of my comrades at that time. Then came Leet. I saved many lives at Leet, often under enemy fire. Once, I went into an open field to rescue a downed man. A Japanese sniper had me in his sights and was ready to kill me. God alone saved me. If that soldier had pulled the trigger, I wouldn't be here today. After Leet, my platoon was assigned to help capture the island of Okinawa. The Americans were under heavy bombardment, and we were ordered to take the highly fortified Mierden escarpment, a 400-foot plateau housing a Japanese stronghold. As we prepared to scale the final 40 feet, which was sheer cliff, I suggested to Lieutenant Garanto that the men should really pray before going up. He seemed to think that that meant I should pray for everyone, so I did.
Amen.
My comrades fought long and hard that day. We captured about 8 pillboxes and pushed the Japanese back. Throughout the whole battle, not a single man from my company was killed or injured. I believe that that was the power. Although he had won the first round, the Japanese would not fully retreat from their stronghold. Over the next few days, they would leave their caves and foxholes, attack us, then retreat again. During this time, I risked my life many times, saving my fallen comrades. The fiercest fighting took place on May 5, 1945. Enemy gunfire, artillery, and mortars wounded about half of my platoon in a matter of minutes. The other half retreated down the escarpment. I was the only one who could help them, so I had to do what I could. I used a makeshift sling to lower my men down the cliff one at a time. I worked non-stop. Once I got one man down, I went to the next. Some wounded soldiers fought off the enemy as I collected more of my men. With each rescue, I would pray to God, "Just one more. Let me save one more." I worked on rescuing my men for about 5 hours. During that time, I saved about 75 soldiers. I truly don't think I was alone. I believe God was helping me the whole time. The battle for the Maeda escarpment wasn't even close to over. Day after day, we fought the Japanese. If I were to tell you all of the stories during the rest of the battle, it would take us many hours. I will say that I was taken out of combat after injuring my leg from a grenade explosion and my arm being shattered by a sniper. Doctors patched me up and then shipped me back to America, where I had to stay in a hospital for several months for my wounds to heal. I was summoned to the White House shortly after my recovery, and on October 12, 1945, President Harry Truman awarded me with the Medal of Honor. I became the very first conscientious objector to ever receive the Medal of Honor. After the war, I moved to Rising Fawn, Georgia. I was in and out of hospitals for 6 years from lingering effects of my wounds. I got tuberculosis in both lungs from my time in the Pacific. I'm 87 years old now, and I don't think I'll be around much longer. Thank you kids so much for listening to my story.